Hello, third graders. It's Miss Sullivan here. Hey, I created this video to help you prepare for your place value and estimation test coming up. So I'm going to give you some practice problems on here. You don't need to do a whisk, but you can pause the video as you need and work it through these problems so that'll help you out. All right, so here's your first practice problem. So if we are working with the numbers 36,527, and I'm saying that that's greater than 36,000 blank 47. I want you to tell me all of the digits that could make this statement true if you're using your digits 0 through 9. So which digits make this number sentence true? So pause the video, figure out all of the digits you can put in that would make this statement true. All right, let's see how you did. If you put in the digit 0, does that make this statement true? Yes, it does. 0 was one correct answer. What if you put in the digit 1? Does that make the statement true? Yes, 1 is a correct answer. What about the digit 2? Is this statement still true? Yes, it is. 2 would work. What about the digit 3? Is that going to work for us? Is the statement still true? Yes, it is. 3 would also work. And what about 4? Is the statement true if we put 4 in the blank? The answer is yes. 4 would be correct. What about the digit 5? Is our statement still true? Well, let's look closely. We have a 3 and a 3, both in the 10,000s place. We have a 6 in the thousands place, 6 in the thousands place, 5 in the hundreds place, 5 in the hundreds place. Then I have a 2 in my tens place and a 4 in my tens place. Well, this is saying that 36,527 is greater than 36,547, and that's not true. So in this case, 5 would not work, and that means any number greater than 5 would also not work. So all the possible answers for this problem that would work, the digits 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 would all be possible correct answers. Now I want you to try it with this problem. 12,063 is less than 12,400 blank and 2 in the ones place. Pause the video and come up with all the possible digits you could put on the blank from 0 to 9. Push play when you're ready. All right, hopefully you had time to work. And all the possibilities that make this statement correct would be any number between 0 and 9. I wonder if you tried every one and saw that any number that you put here between 0 and 9 is going to be correct. Because if you look at our numbers, 12,063, any number between 0 and 9 with 12,400 blank 2 is going to make that statement correct. We could put a 0 here, a 1, a 2, all the way up through 9, and it's still going to be greater than our number on the left. Okay, now I'm going to give you a problem. All right, I want you to use this chart to help you solve these problems. My first question is, how would you write the number of steps that Ozzy took in expanded form? Pause the video and write out your answer in expanded form. The number of steps Ozzy took. Push play when you're ready. Okay, the answer was 6,000 plus 300 plus 2 equals 6,302. Notice that there's no tens here because there's a 0 in the tens place. So make sure when you're writing expanded form, write out your number sentence and also put what it equals to. Okay, now let me ask you this question. Which member of the group, when I say member of the group, I'm talking about Lenny, Zoe, Mrs. Soley, Mr. Soley, or Ozzie, which member of the group has walked more than 4,500 steps? Which member of the group has walked more than 4,500 steps? Pause the video and write down your answer. All right. Ozzie was the correct answer. Ozzie has walked 6,302 steps, and that is greater than 4,500 steps. So Ozzie was the correct answer. All right, use your chart to help you with this question. Which members of the group have the same digit in the thousands place and in the ones place? Pause the video and write your answer. Which members of the group have the same digit in the thousands place and in the ones place? All right, and the answer was Mrs. and Mr. Soley. If you look closely at their numbers, we see that they both have a 3 in the thousands place and they both have an 8 in the ones place. That was the correct answer. All right, third graders, here's your next question. How many steps would Zoe have walked if she walked 300 more steps? How many steps would Zoe have walked if she walked 300 more steps? Pause the video and write down your answer. Okay, we should have taken 1,593, which was how many steps Zoe walked, and added 300 more steps to her total. And what we come up with is 1,893. 1,893 was the correct answer. Okay, guys, I want you to use this number line to help you with the next problem. On our number line, we have the points A, B, and C. Now, here's my question to you. What is the closest estimated value represented by each point on the number line? Write the estimation of each point on the line below. So here's my question. The estimated value for each point needs to go on its corresponding line. So look at point A, what is it nearest to? Look at point B, if you estimated it, what is it nearest to? And look at point C. You estimated it, what is it nearest to? I want you to pause the video and then write the correct answer on each line of your scrap paper, and let's see how you did. Poof, here's the magic answers. So A is closest to 560. You should have written 560 next to A. B is closest to 570. You should have written 570 next to B. And C is smack dab in the middle between 570 and 580. And we always know that when a number's in the middle, we're always going to round up. We're always going to go to the higher estimated value. So we should have went to 580 for C. Okay, now I'm going to give you 3 numbers, and I want you to round those numbers to the nearest 10 and the nearest 100. All right, so on our chart, our first number is 748. Our next number is 91. And our final number is 405. I want you to pause the video, and I want you to write this chart down and then fill in the blanks. If you round 748 to the nearest 10, what would the answer? Put it right here in this spot. The answer be. Put it right here in this spot. If you rounded 748 to the nearest 100, what would the answer be? Put it right here in this spot. Pause the video, hit play when you're ready. All right, guys, here's the answers. 748 when rounded to the nearest 10. We look at the fours place, and it has an 8 near in the tens place, so we're going to round up to 750. Then when we round to the nearest 100, we're going to see that there's a 7 in the hundreds place, a 4 in the tens place. We're going to round down to 700. 91. Rounding to the nearest 10. In my tens place I have a 9. In my ones place I have a 1. So I'm going to round down to 90. When I round to the nearest 100, there's no hundreds here. But I have a 9 in the tens place, so that tells me I'm going to round up to 100. When I look at 405, I don't have, if I'm rounding to the nearest 10, there's nothing in the tens place, but I have a 5 here in the ones place, and if there's a 5, I always round up. So the next 10 for 405 would be 410. And when I round to the nearest 100, I have a 4 in the hundreds place, 0 in the tens place. I'm going to round down to 400. Okay, now I'm going to give you 3 numbers. The 3 numbers I'm going to give you are the numbers 722, 782, and 737. And I want you to plot these numbers on a number line. So the first thing I need to ask myself is which number is the least and is going to go to the left of my number line, which number is the greatest and is going to go to the right of my number line, and then where would the third number fall? So right now I want you to pause the video and I want you to determine which number is the least and would go here on the left side of my number line. We're going to plot it on the number line. Okay, the least was 722. So I've used 722. I'm going to strike through that. I'm going to mark that out. And notice that I've put 722 on the left side of my number line. Now I need to determine which of the numbers I have is going to go to the right side of my number line. Now I'm going to plot on the right side. It's my end point. So look at the 2 remaining numbers that we have left. Pause the video and write in the number that's going to the right of the number line. Okay. The number to the right of the number line, the greater of the 2, is 782. 782 needs to go to the right of the number line because that's the greatest of the numbers that are left. I'm going to strike through that because I'm done with that. The only number I have left is 737. I want you to put the number 737 plotted on the number line where you believe it should go. Pause the video, hit play when you're ready. Okay, 737 should be right in this area. It's not quite halfway. It's more towards 722, but it would end up right here on the number line if we plotted the number line. Okay, this time I'm going to give you 4 numbers, and I want you to plot them on a number line. Okay, I'm going to give you the number 155, 175, 216, and 132. I want you to pause the video and create a number line and plot these 4 numbers on the number line. Which of the 4 is going to all the way to the left, which of the 4 is going all the way to the right, and then where would the other 2 fall? Hit play when you're ready. Okay, your number line should look something similar to this. It's not going to be exact, but it's going to be similar. 132 is definitely all the way to the left. That's the smallest number. 216 is definitely all the way to the right because that's the greatest number. And then 155 and 175 would be in the middle. 155 would come first because that is less than 175. And 175 would come second because it's greater than 155 and it's going to be nearer to 216. All right, guys, that's it for practice problems. We have our test this week, so make sure that you study as much as you can. Go through these problems, create problems for your mom or dad to solve or your classmates to solve, okay? Here's your joke that we're finishing with today. All right, which 4 days of the week begin with the letter T? Which 4 days of the week, you heard me, begin with the letter T? Come on in and tell your teacher what the answer is. You guys have a great night. Bye.